So recently I finished playing through the Injustice story mode again, and when I was done, I wanted to go look at some of the Injustice 1 concept art because I noticed some similarities when I was looking through it the other day between some of the designs in Injustice 1, at least in the concept art, and some of the designs in Injustice 2. So I think it's possible that we'll see a lot of similarities between these concept arts and the full version of Injustice 2, even though the games were made at very different times, because, well, you're going to keep some of the same artists, and usually they have like a lead art designer who's like directing them, and he'll have similar ideas from the first game, concepts that they never finished. So regardless of what the reason is, I think you'll end up seeing some of these designs in Injustice 2, or at least parts of them. Like, for example, here is a picture of an Injustice 1 concept art and a picture of an Injustice 2 promotional picture. And as you can see, these two designs here are very similar, and we ended up getting similar gear pieces in the beta. So whilst they're not the exact same, we're going to be able to pick up some similarities in design. To get an idea of what I'm talking about, let's just jump straight into it and have a look at Batman. Number 1 through 4 are quite similar. Got a lot of kryptonite stuff going on in between 1 and 3 there. And it's possible they had the idea for shaders all the way back here, because they seem to have, most of the concept art is traditional Batman colors, right? It's the black and gold. But then in the middle, there's just like 4 blue ones. And there's kind of examples of that all the way through this, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Number 5 kind of has like this brass logo. I really like that. Kind of gives him a little bit of a steampunk look. Not quite, but almost there. Number 6 is crazy. I could totally see this being a legendary gear set. I love the cape. It almost looks like bat wings, like real life bat wings. I love that. And the suit itself kind of looks like a crystallized purple. And just because of the reflection, and I love the lighting on that picture. I hope something like this shows up in the game for sure. It definitely wouldn't be my main Batman look, but it just looks crazy and epic. I hope they have crazy and epic designs for the gear system, especially when you get into the rarer pieces of gear. Number 7 and 8 are quite similar. The differences, though, is that in number 8, you've got some indents around the gauntlets and the boots. Could totally see those things showing up in the game, of course. You look at the belt buckle there, it's a really, really thick one. And if you actually look at number 7's eye, you can see that it's highlighted green. I have no idea why that is. That doesn't make any sense to me. Next is Catwoman. Look at all these crazy designs. 1 and 2 are very similar, but with slight changes. Number 3 through 6 are also very similar, right? It's kind of a traditional Catwoman look, but with purple. And then when we go down to number 7, we start to get to a more traditional look. Number 8, she's got this whole business look going on. She's got the tie thing, the collar thing, she's got the suspenders. I have no idea what's going on there, but I like it. And number 9, she's got the long hair. I hope we do get to have long hair Catwoman. Next is Green Arrow. There's not a whole lot of variation here, but 3 and 4 look almost military, and I love that look. Number 1 is kind of like an old man Oliver. Something that this picture reminds me of is that I hope we get a bow and arrow for Oliver that is very minimalistic, almost like he handcrafted it while he was stranded on the island type thing. Moving on to Green Lantern, we have a few different designs here. You can pause the video and you can look at all the little differences, but there's a ton of tiny differences between these 4 suits that I think is worth paying attention to. Harley Quinn, I love these designs, man. These ones are really cool. Number 3 and 4 are crazy. I'd love to see these in game. These would probably be my favorite designs for Harley Quinn, although it's kind of hard to tell because we don't have the game, but I really do love number 3 and 4 here. If I had to choose between either of them, it'd definitely be number 4 though. Number 2 is kind of a traditional Harley Quinn look, not really. And number 1 is kind of almost like pajama bedtime Harley Quinn. At least that's what I get when I look at the top part. Am I delusional? It's possible I'm delusional. Oh my god, we have so many cool ones for the Flash. We have a really cool color scheme here on number 2. Number 1 gives him like goggles around the eyes, will look crazy. Number 3 has like these indented lines. This is possibly an early version of the Regime costume. Number 4, you kind of have a similar thing going on, but they've covered up his face. Number 5, again, similar thing going on here. I just think this is probably an early design of the Regime costume, but I still love it. 6 through 9, or 6 through 10 actually, the main differences I want you to see are basically the differences in logo. I could totally see that being in the gear system, of course. My particular favorite one here is number 9 because it makes him look like he's about to go to the gym or something. He's got kind of like a gymnastics, very like skin tight, that you would expect like a regular human to wear, besides the mask, of course. For the Joker, I really only have 2 designs that I wanted to point out. There's plenty more in game if you want to go look at them, but number 1, he's got this black suit on, which I think looks really cool, and number 2 looks crazy good. I love that design. I hope that shows up in game some form or fashion because damn, this looks awesome. Here's one for Wonder Woman. Dude, some of these designs are actually insane. Number 1 is obviously just a pretty standard Wonder Woman design. Number 2 looks like maybe an early concept for a color palette. Number 3 is insane. What is this dual disc? Number 4 through 5 are slight adjustments of each other. Number 5 has like these crazy shoulder pads. I think that look awesome. In fact, her whip kind of looks a little bit different. It seems to have like a handle. It actually looks like a whip instead of a lasso. Number 7 and 8 are more minimalistic versions of Wonder Woman that I hope we do end up getting some version of in Injustice 2, because I really do actually like this kind of minimalistic version of her. And finally, there's a ton of designs for Superman, but I just wanted to show this one off because A, the symbol is in Injustice 2, and second of all, this was a design for what looks like Bizarro. I don't know if that means we're gonna get Bizarro, probably not, or at least probably, actually maybe, they did say there was gonna be a lot of premiere skins, maybe Bizarro is one of those premiere skins. Anywho, thank you guys for watching this video. This video took me way longer to make than I thought it would. I thought this was gonna be like a good hour-long effort, getting all these screenshots, putting them all together. It's actually taken me 4 hours. That's a whole lot of hours. And now I have to edit this video. That's probably going to take another hour on top of that. I've been really appreciating all the support recently. You guys are killing it. I'll see you with tomorrow's video. Actually, tomorrow's video is a revealed character, am I right? I am right. Awesome. My guess for tomorrow's character is Captain Cold. So I'll see you tomorrow for possibly the Captain Cold reveal.